Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my Gujarati style kadhi. This is a true belly warmer and weeknight comfort meal that my mum would make for us whenever we were craving something warming during the winter months. For those of you who don't know, kadhi is a preparation of yogurt and gram flour whisked together and cooked with some spices until it's aromatic and flavorful. And once it cooks, the kadhi will start to thicken, and that is the beauty of it, is you will have the sourness of the yogurt, the mellow aroma of the spices, and a little bit of sweetness and chili, which I'm going to add today to make this a really lovely Gujarati style kadhi, because we love to add a little bit of sugar to our dinners. There are many different varieties of kadhi and different ways of preparing it found all over parts of India, and this one specifically is what my family would make, being from Western India. But if you go to the north of India, you may find that you are eating kadhi that is slightly thicker. It is served with pakode, which are gram flour dumplings, and they kind of get added to this kind of creamy, yogurty perfection, and they soak up really nicely and just add like a robustness to your meal. And Punjabi Kadhi is absolutely so warming, so soul warming, something that I really love to eat, but it's not something that I grew up eating. In southern parts of India, you may find a version of this which is made with lots and lots of curry leaves and a multitude of different spices. So depending on where you are looking and where the chef is drawing inspiration from, every kadhi recipe will have its unique nuances, and that's what I think is so beautiful about Indian cuisine. I'm going to show you how I make a perfect version of rice soon as well, and this is a lovely method of cooking your rice, which doesn't involve you having to guess how much exact water to add. It kind of goes by the pasta cooking method, and I will show you exactly how I do that.
Place very sour yogurt in a large bowl. I find my local South Asian shop stocks desi style yogurt, which is a set plain yogurt and extremely sour. It's perfect for making kadhi. Add chickpea flour or besan and whisk until smooth. We want to get all the lumps out before we add any water. If you can't find super sour yogurt, then feel free to add the juice of a large lemon to your yogurt. Now gradually add water, whisking all the time to ensure no lumps form. Heat some ghee in a large pan. Once it's hot, add mustard seeds and wait for them to finish crackling. Next, add cumin seeds, fenugreek seeds, also known as methi, cinnamon or cassia bark, cloves, dried red chilies, asafoetida, and some curry leaves. Cook this just for a few seconds before adding the holy trinity, which is garlic, ginger, and green chilies. Cook this out for about 30 seconds. You don't want any of the ingredients to brown. Now let's add that yogurt and chickpea flour mixture. Swish the bowl out with some additional water. Keep this over a low heat and give it a brief stir. Time to add some ground turmeric, which gives our kadhi its iconic yellow colour, salt, and sugar for characteristic Gujarati sweetness and balance. Stir the mixture over a medium heat until it comes to the boil. Upon contact with heat, yogurt can often split or curdle. To prevent this, ensure you don't heat the kadhi too quickly. Whisk or stir the mixture all the time for even heating. Constant agitation will also mean the ingredients have time to emulsify and thicken properly. The chickpea flour will also help to stabilize the kadhi mixture to prevent it from splitting. If your kadhi does split, it will look like small flecks of white yogurt and a watery liquid, similar to what you may see in cheese making. Cooking the kadhi too quickly can cause the fats to overheat and separate. If on the off chance this happens to you, fear not, it can be saved. Head on over to my blog post to find out how to rescue curdled kadhi. The link to read it is in the description box below. The colour of the turmeric will develop as you cook your kadhi. You'll also notice that the longer it cooks, the thicker it gets. If the kadhi feels a little bit thick for you, you can always add a small amount of water. Once this starts boiling, you can switch the heat down low and simmer for about 15 minutes to allow all of those delicious spices to infuse. Now here's how I make perfect boiled rice to go with my kadhi. Take basmati rice in a bowl. Wash it in cold water to remove any excess starch. You'll want to repeat this 3 or 4 times. Once your rice has been washed, fill the bowl with clean water and allow it to soak for around 30 minutes. This is going to give you super fluffy grains and also cut your cooking time in half. Bring a large pot of water to the boil. We're going to boil this rice as if we were cooking pasta, except with the addition of a few spices. First up, some cinnamon or cassia bark, green cardamom, star anise, cloves, some salt to season the water, and the soaked rice drained of its soaking liquid. Without the lid on, bring this to a rolling boil. Since we soaked the rice, it should only take around 5 to 7 minutes to cook. You want to take this off the heat and drain while the grains are slightly firm, since they'll continue to cook in the steam as they drain. And here we have our perfectly cooked long grain basmati rice. Each grain is separate and infused with those aromatic spices. Drain your rice and allow it to sit for about 10 minutes so that all of that steam evaporates. Fluff your drained rice up with a fork once it's cooled down a little bit. And that is how we make perfect rice without having to guess any water measurements. Serve it piping hot with your kadhi and a dollop of butter or ghee. You can find all the measurements you need for this recipe over on my website. Just tap the link in the description box. Guess what? I upload new and delicious vegetarian and vegan recipes every week. Subscribe to my channel and tap that bell icon to make sure you see them fresh from my kitchen to yours.